Hey guys, this week on my blog, I'm going to have my two best friends join me, and we're going to discuss the essential factors in creating a balance between school, work, and maintaining our friendship. So I'm going to have my two best friends join me.
Hi. Hi, my name is Destiny Butler. I'm a political science pre-law major at Morgan State University currently.
Hey guys, my name's Aaliyah. I'm a sophomore at CCBC, it's a community college in Baltimore. My major is general studies right now, but when I transfer, it'll be nursing.
Okay, so we're going to get into the questions. The first question I have is, how do we create a balance with work and school?
Okay, so I do security. I work from 4 p.m. to 12 p.m. and I go to school every day. So my job allows me to do my schoolwork there. So it's really like not hard for me to do schoolwork. And also I have long days at school, like Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm off of work, but I have long days at school. So and my job works with me in my school schedule. So that's one way.
For me, I would say if I can't work and go to school at the same time, I need to prioritize one or the other. I think it's very important to understand that if I'm going to be a full-time student, I need to be fully invested because I'm paying my money to be there. But also, I think it's very important to realize that some people can work and some people can work and go to school, but others may need to transfer their focus and understand what's more important at the time and which your financial needs, like how your financial needs can be met.
With me, I was able to switch to Flex, and with Flex, I basically work whenever I'm available, and that works a lot better this semester with my school schedule because I'm focusing a lot more on studying and passing my classes with better grades. So being Flex allows me to create a balance between having like a lot of hours and not having as much hours in school and work. So that's how I create my balance. Do you feel it's necessary to work while in school?
So for me, I think it differs for everybody. So I have my own place. Well, I have a roommate, of course, but so I don't have no choice because I have bills. So I have to work to pay my bills off, but I also have to go to school so I can get my degree.
Right.
So I really think it all differs on like your living situation. If you're living with your parents and you don't have to work, then hey, fine, so be it. You don't have to work. But if you got your own place, you have to because you got bills to pay.
For me, I lived on campus my freshman year all the way up into my junior year, and then I moved off campus and I moved back home with my mom. So I could have gotten an apartment, but I decided to move back home with my mom because it'll benefit me more. Being a full-time student is a little bit more important for me right now because I want to like finish strong. Then I know I'm not the type of person where I can go to work and not be tired and then go to take 20 credits or 18 credits and just be okay with it. So I had to realize and I had to prioritize of what's more important to me. So I would say definitely your freshman year to your sophomore year, use that time to utilize your resources so that you don't have to work, so that you can get into the swing of things. But then your junior year and your senior year, when you're trying to transition into becoming an adult, I think you should use that time to really figure out like how can you work, like go into work study. Like I did work study my junior year or my sophomore year, and I worked in the library, and it allowed me to work while doing my classes, and they worked around my schedule and stuff. So that's definitely something to consider.
With me, it was kind of what she said, but the opposite. I worked a lot more like freshman and sophomore year. Like I worked a lot, and that kind of showed in my grades. And now that I'm Flex, I see that my grades are improving a lot more. So I feel like work is necessary, but it's important to remember that the job you have isn't the goal that you're reaching. So if that's not where you want to stay or work for your rest of your life, then you have to put more focus on what will make you increase in life. So that's why I try to work more on the weekends and not so much more on the weekdays because school is my number one priority. What do we do to motivate each other?
Okay, so Oh no, we didn't talk. Okay, so we have a group message. I'll bring that up first, I guess. We have a group message, and we all talk about our grades and stuff in the group message, and what we can do or what we didn't do, and like we'll motivate each other. Like if say one of us was to get a bad grade, we're like, "Oh, you got this. It's okay. All you gotta do is keep studying." Like, yeah, basically.
My form of motivation that I use all across the board with my best friends, but with other people, is to be the person that you want to see in other people. Actually shedding light. It's easier for somebody to push you through and say, "Oh yeah, you got this. You know, you can do it." But it's harder when they actually don't see you doing it. So I like to be that person to push myself and make myself uncomfortable in positions and places so that I can show them that it's possible to do it or to get through anything or to push through anything or to, motivate others to do the same thing that you're doing. And it's not impossible. It's definitely reachable. So that's one of the ways that I try to motivate people. I don't accomplish things for myself. I accomplish things so that other people can see and want to go into that path or that direction so that they can follow it and know that, it don't matter what obstacles we face, we can still get through anything.
We motivate each other with words, but we also motivate each other with actions. Like I remember my first 2 years of college, like I stayed at Destiny's dorm and we had like late night study sessions and like we just stayed up late and like I just started coming to Aaliyah's house and we just study in her living room and like we go through bio classes, so we really be pushing each other like, sis, we got you. Like, and just the motivation in a group message, like we really will sometimes break down in the group message, but as long as we're there for each other and we like push each other, because we know what we're capable of, we know our strengths and our weaknesses, and we don't just say things that we want to hear. Like we tell each other things that we need to hear. Like we need to tell each other things that will make us better and grow. Like if we're lacking in a situation, we're going to tell each other. We're not going to just be like, "Oh, it's okay. Maybe it was the teacher's fault." No, you didn't study enough, sis. So you need to study better. And that's really what you had to do. You had to push them in the right direction.
Back to the work-in balance. I don't actually recall exactly what y'all said, but it's hard to maintain like the grades between working and school. It's hard, but it's possible. I have A's and B's in my class right now. I work 5 days a week and I go to school every day. It's very hard, but it's possible. That's
put in that work.
Yeah.
Put in the work.
I cried a couple times. It's ready to give up. Okay.
Okay, what do you sometimes compare yourself with your friends and their accomplishments?
Yeah, we just gonna point the finger right now because she's the
goal.
Oh, I'm like, who are you pointing at?
She's the GOAT. Like, I really look up to her. Like, she's the mom of the group to me. I feel like she's the mom of the group. I really be looking up to her. Like, she'll do some stuff, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Let me see what I can do. Like, yeah. But it's like healthy, though. It's not, no, I'm jealous or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, she's doing this. Well, I can do it, too, if she can do it.
And like as I mentioned before, like that was my tactic to push them a little harder. Even when we were in high school, they had the good grades. They were in honor classes. Like they was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this in nursing and that and da da da." And in law, of course, we was just reading so much stuff, but we wasn't doing nothing really interesting. So when I came to college, it was really my time to actually, and I'm glad I went to college by myself. So because it was my time to actually like set out to do things that I've never done before. And when I seen that one of them may have been lacking, or I just felt like they just wasn't picking it up as fast as I wanted them to, I was like, how about let me show them with actions instead of words? Like, instead of me motivating them, how about let me try to do it? Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize it was benefiting me, but it was also benefiting other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Aaliyah said, it's healthy. Like competition, like it's like, oh shoot, let me catch up. She a little ahead of me. Like, wait a minute. But the competition creates motivation. So
it does.
And it's like we don't have to just motivate ourselves because we have each other to motivate. But it's like it's good to have the competition. I think it's good.
And it is a little hard too, being like all out sometimes, they doing medical fields and then you're doing something different, but I still feel like if that's your friend, regardless of what they're doing, it doesn't matter. You should want more for them and want the best for them in any possible situation. I feel like every accomplishment is a great accomplishment. When Aaliyah was not in school, but she got her own place, and then eventually her having her own place motivated her to go to school. Even when Kristen was doing her transitions between schools and stuff, it was still like, okay, continue to push forward, because at the end of the day, like, you only as strong as the people you surround yourself by.
Mm-hmm.
And if your friends are not strong,
yeah, I think with me, like, I used to like just look at it as, oh, she's in a university, I'm in a community, what am I doing wrong? Like, I used to compare myself a lot, but then it's like I've noticed, like, it's just your own
time.
Yeah, it's your timing.
Time.
Like, I had my chance at a university, but I had to go back at a community college, and like it all worked out in the end for me. So it was like the accomplishments push us to do better.
Yeah, definitely.
heck yeah.
With our busy schedules, do you sometimes find it hard to hang out with each other?
Yeah.
It's very hard. Like, it's very hard. Once again, like I told you before, I work 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. If we decide to hang out on a Saturday, we have to hang out after 12 o'clock. Otherwise, I can't hang with them. Mm-hmm. So it's like sometimes, do I want them to hang out without me? Do I want to just sit this one out? No. No. So, I mean, sometimes I'll take off. Like, if we talk ahead of time, like weeks in advance, I'll take off and be like, all right, let's hang out. But sometimes it'll just be out of nowhere. Like, we can text each other tomorrow and be like, yeah, we're going out Saturday. I'm not going because I have to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hanging out is definitely something that we have to put on a priority list. Even coming up on years to come, it's something that we're still trying to figure out. Like, we've been working through the motions, but I still feel like it's something that we still are trying to figure out as far as schedules and stuff. They get mad at me if they see I'm out with my friends on Snapchat. I get mad at them and I see that they somewhere else. But all together, like, all in all, I feel like if you have a friendship and you guys are all go-getters, you shouldn't be going out with anybody that's not a go-getter. If they're not trying to get it, you know what I'm saying, and if they're just your party friend, then just lead them in party, you know what I'm saying? But our friendship, we so knit tight that we start to think the same, act the same, and move the same. Mm-hmm. So I just think that we need to work a little bit more on, like, hanging out with each other and actually prioritizing and what's more important, because that's all it is prioritizing. If we feel like we really need to hang out with each other, we need to make time. We'll see what bar or what place or what restaurant closes at 2 o'clock, because Aaliyah gets off at 12 o'clock. So it's all about priorities and where we lie with each other.
Yeah, it's just creating a balance. Like, I feel like we gotten much better over the year, but it's a growing process, like Destiny said. Like, it's something that won't be perfected right away, but it's something that
overnight.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen eventually. But it's like in relationships, absence make the heart grow fonder. Like, it's the same thing. Like, when we see each other, it's always nothing but love. It's not like we missed anything. Like, we always just catch up right away, and then it's just like, it's fun from there on out. Like,
You better. I got you with my best friend. I mean, we shady in the beginning, but it's okay.
It's always shady.
It's okay. It's nothing but love.
All right, last question. How do we handle having other friends and trying to continue to grow with our friendship?
Who got other friends?
I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. They don't have any other friends. I don't know about them, but I'm their only friend. Like, we're just gonna talk about that right now. I'm their only
guys.
friend.
Realistically,
Okay, but seriously though, it's hard because it's like, oh, you're hanging with them. Oh, where's our time? So it's like. I wouldn't say jealousy, but jealousy. Like, a friendly jealousy, though. It's not like, if I was to see their friends on the street, I would speak to them. Like, she hanging with my friend. Like, none of that. But, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, like, we just a little selfish, but we just have friends for different areas in
what
our
Scissor
life.
said, my man is my man. My friend is my
Oh
friend.
my
And
god!
she's still my friend.
It's a little hard to balance the friends, you know. You
I think it's only just us though. Like
that's because we're really selfish with each other. Like
that.
anyone be like, "That's my best friend." No, it's not.
Okay, I think one thing that worked for me, because they seem to have this
Doesn't even
problem.
go there.
They seem to have this problem where they don't want me to have friends. And I don't want them to have friends sometimes, but I really don't care. Honestly, because I just know that at the end of the day, who you coming home to?
Bye.
So, but now I think the biggest thing too, realistically in a friendship that you have, especially if y'all go to different colleges, inclusion, understanding that you may be going out with your friends that's from school, but how about inviting your best friends? You can mix your friend group, but just know how to mix your friend group and understand that let people know the guidelines and stuff when it comes to it, because some things don't sit right with some people, but when you have a friend or a best friend that don't mix well with people, and they're just like oil and water, and they just don't mix well with people, but you also know your friends that you can mix it with people, like, personalities. So kind of align those personalities and be like, hey, you want to go out with us this weekend? I know I'm going out with, two of my friends that's a little spicy, so I'm going to bring my nice friend with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing how to mix your friends and not, like, compensate and just overly do it. But I think inclusion is one of the biggest things, because if you don't ask your friend or your best friend, do they want to go somewhere that you're going, it can become a problem. And you gotta hear it later.
You have to know when to do it. Like, when is the right time to invite somebody? Like, if you're going out, say if all three of us going out and we invited somebody and we're just like, all right, we just want to have a best friend date, don't invite nobody else. That's
it's important. Like it's also important to remember that it'll be people in our lives that compensate different parts of our lives. So we have to accept the fact that there are going to be different people in our lives, and we're going to go out with them one day. But that don't mean anybody.
And just knowing your friends. Like, I just feel like the biggest thing with best friends, a lot of people go wrong is because they don't know their best friend. And it's just like, when you don't know your best friend, you kind of get caught up and fixated on, I don't care what she gonna say, I'm gonna just bring her anyway. Like, I don't care I know that she like this, I'm gonna bring her in around anyway. And that can go wrong because you're not taking into consideration their feelings, their personalities, any of that. Because you know that when your best friend go out, she don't want your other friends dancing with you, hugging on you and all that. So now she's sitting in the corner like a mad boyfriend, and it's just like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? But you knew this though,
right?
You knew this about her. So definitely taking that into consideration, because honestly it took us a long time to even get to that point, to even understand, like, you know what I'm saying? I have written down understanding but also inclusion, because they are the two
over the years
huge things when dealing with
The
personalities.
foundation of the friendship is important. Like, you have to know your friends. You have to know, like, what they'll be comfortable with, what they won't be comfortable with. You have to know what they understand, like, if they'll understand the situation or not. Like, your friends shouldn't automatically think, oh, she being shady because she know we supposed to hang out, but she decided to go out with them, so I don't really know how she moving now. Like, you gotta know your friends and the way they think. Like, you gotta know their intentions.
Even if you don't know, it doesn't hurt to ask. Like, if you want to invite somebody out, but you're not sure if you should or not, just ask them, hey, do you mind if such and such come? They either say yes or they say no.
Like,
at the end of the day, you can't be mad.
Right. But that's it for
I had one more
this.
thing to say.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Trifling.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, college definitely tests your friendship. Like, it tests your friendship a lot, because it's just like a relationship. And I know senior year of high school, we was talking about, I think that me and so-and-so gonna be best friends, and then me and this person gonna be best friends, and me and this person, and we didn't even know we was gonna get to this point, and we was like all still on the same page, all close, but closer, more inspirationally than anything. Because, a lot of people that was from high school, their friendships, a lot of them didn't last. And a lot of people in our friend group that we ran through didn't last. And it's okay. Like, it's okay. People grow away from each other. You never know. We get older and we last. You know what I'm saying? But we can definitely do our best and our due diligence and try. But college definitely tests your friendship to see how far you guys will really go. So,
Yep. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining me on my vlog. And I will see you guys next time. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy our post. See you later. Bye. Take one.
My name is
Action.
Elena.
All right, y'all, for real, because I'm messing up. Don't watch me, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all watching me.
I'm not watching.
You watching me on the screen.
Oh my God. You hide under the table, Des. Get under the table.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so do this. Estudiante.
Yeah.
All right.
WCF.
All right.
Yo, we
Y'all gotta go, and then I'll bring you back in, okay?
All right.
Get up, Olivia.
gas me up.
All right.